Hello guys! Welcome back to Seeking Happy. I am Maudie and today we are going to open Anastasia cards. We're actually going to be breaking into this box for the first time. We did open a loose pack that my husband had given me before, but we did not break into our actual box. So that is what we're going to do today. Look at these, aren't they so gorgeous? This is, okay, so since getting ready for this video series, I rewatched the movie and oh my gosh, I was so blown away by how gorgeous it is. I love the story, but it's been a long time since I had seen it, so I needed kind of a refresher, but watching the movie, I was very in love with like, the scenery especially. This is one of those movies where the artwork that goes into the background of each of the scenes is exceptionally beautiful. You can tell they're like painted scenes, and then the characters are put on top of them. Some of those are just beautiful things. You can see that this had like a display area where it was supposed to be shown, and it looks like it was popped out, or if not, just this overall box is a little rougher than the previous ones we've opened, so you know, we're gonna just look inside for its inner beauty. By the way, the year on this box is 1998, and this is from Upper Deck, not, what was the name of the other ones? Show something?
Skybox.
Skybox, there we go. That is my husband. He's watching me film today. So I actually, I was totally going to say I don't know what to expect from these, but that is what to expect. I totally didn't realize that. Oh, and now I just remembered. This one was so fun because it has different card covers. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if we can get... I don't even know how many different ones there are because... What? No way. This is so fun. Holy smokes. Look at this. There are so many. The one that we opened individually was Puka, the little doggy. So it looks like that's all of them right here. So maybe we can open this many today. Let's see. So we've got Anastasia. This is her in the beginning of the movie where she's straight out of the orphanage and trying to kind of escape. Then we've got Dimitri. Oh, they don't have, what is his name? I tried to remember their names, but it's been now a while. There's Bartok. Dimitri's friend. That's the one I'm saying we don't have. We do have a second Anastasia, which is her princess outfit, which is beautiful. And then we have Vlad? No, Rasputin. Wait, Vlad was the other guy, right? Okay. Rasputin and Puka. Those are so adorable. I just think they're so pretty and cute, and it just adds that extra element that you get to pick which one you're going to do. So let's go ahead and start with Puka because we've already opened one of these. Oh, it was trying to trick me. That was crazy. No, Dimitri. We're opening Puka. So let's go ahead and get into one of these. These have 5 cards each. And at this point in time, I don't know how big the collection is. I don't know. I think that there are special things to collect in this series, but I don't know what they are. Okay, this is so cute. This is a scene from the auditions that they're doing, looking for somebody to act as Princess Anastasia. And look at that, on the back we get some of that beautiful, beautiful scenery that we've got in the movie. And this is like the decaying, abandoned castle with all of the artwork. You can see really, really gorgeous, tons of detail. The lighting that they've done in these scenes is beautiful. I mean, this one is all dark, but really, really gorgeous. And we do have our item number here and our year. So eventually I'll get an idea for how many of these cards there are. Right now, I do not know. We have Rasputin here on the back, and okay, normally when I open these decks I'm hoping to not get any of the villain. However, I have to say the artwork with Rasputin and also the scenery, the different scenes that they have for him were honestly just so cool. I feel like he's like in hell, right? And it's like kind of at sometimes looks like an MC Escher painting, which is just too cool. So I have to say, I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with his cards in this collection this time. Is it raining behind him? I love that. Oh my gosh, I love the rain. Oh, and then look, okay, so I think on all of them on the back, it looks like we're going to get the scenery that coordinates with the scene, and I love that so much. I keep wanting to get close, but then I think I'm getting a little out of focus. So I'm trying not to do that too much. There we go. There he is, super angry. And then we have Anastasia. This was in her beautiful opera gown where she goes to try to meet her supposed grandmother. And what I loved in this scene, if you see the movie, and you can see it here, but not in motion, is that I don't know what they did to illustrate her bling, her like necklace, earring, and this little hairband she's wearing, and then eventually the same effect for her crown at the end of the movie. But those shone and dazzled so beautifully. It was just really, really pretty. And in the back here, this is the first one where a character is in the scenery, but we've got Dimitri stealing the car with the, what is her title? Empress? Queen? With her grandmother in the back. Okay, this is from the last scene of the movie. Well, no, it's from the fighting scene of the movie. Really, really beautiful. This is where Dimitri's holding on to Anastasia because everything's just kind of caving in. Rasputin is having his final fight with her, and she's trying to hold on. There's the ledge where she's trying to hold on for dear life. Oh, wow. Okay, this was a part of the movie, a scene in the movie that I was super excited to get. So they always had these little glowing, I guess like little demons that helped Rasputin carry out his plans. And the way that they illustrated them with this glowing light was so beautiful to me. Like, artistically, there were just some very impressive things they did in this movie that I really, really loved. And there she is on the back. This is when she kind of first finds Rasputin. Let's move these out of the way. Okay, who should we open next? I'm feeling like let's open... Oh, we should open Dimitri because we also had one of those, even though I don't think that matters to anybody else other than me. Right? I think when we opened the loose ones, it was Dimitri and Puka. Correct me if I'm missing. Did we have Bartok? I don't remember. Or am I just thinking because we had a card of his? Look at this facial expression. Oh my goodness. Not a fan. But he was pretty cool. He was honestly a really cool, well-rounded character and pretty fun to watch. This on the back is the train leaving, and it is actually, or driving, and it is actually some of the beautiful painted scenery that I really love. This outside snowy scenery, love it. Again, that was one of the things they illustrated that I was so entranced by and impressed by as a kid. I was just like, how are they making the snow look so beautiful? Plus, I just never saw snow before, so that alone was really magical. Here we have her grandma. And, oh, this looks like I wonder if this is to build a scenery. I wonder how many of these are to build a scene. Are they all? That would be crazy. I mean, like, crazy good. I don't think that that's the case. But we've got her grandmother, and this is where she's saying, like, I think this is where she's saying, like, I've had enough. I will not have any more visitors. And this is Anastasia being stunned by that message. And I think I already have this card. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was, like, from the previous pack. No, the duplicates have begun. Oop. Okay, and then we've got our train burning. That was a very intense scene. And again, really cool imagery here with the flames and the light. I did notice that this movie definitely had like some CGI cut in with the artwork, which was really impressive. And it just totally built the layers of the scene. Really, really nice. And on the back we have the far away version of the same scene where you can see that it's just about to go over that bridge. That bridge a moment later collapses with one of those giant demons. That'll be a cool card if we get it. And here we have Rasputin. Oh wow, I guess this is from the very beginning of the movie where Anastasia's father is still alive. I'm used to just thinking of him being like, you know, like she kind of like dreamed about him or remembered him several times. But this is when he was really there. And this is one of the things that was computer animated. This little relic that he has that provides his powers to him. It was very 3D and very glowy. And it was really cool. Also, it kind of reminds me of the Ninja Turtles and their little ooze canister. Okay, let's go ahead and do Bartok next. Look, you can kind of see the card beneath him. If you know what that card was, leave a comment now and let me know. Okay, so we have, am I looking at the back? Yeah. No? What? I feel like this one's facing two backs. Does that mean something cool is going to be inside? Probably not. Wow. That's a crazy face. I feel like this face makes her look more like her grandmother. And she really did look like her grandmother in the movie. Like, she really looked related. I really liked it. But that's an intense face. That's at the end fight, I believe. Oh! Or is it when she's getting no, I think so. Or is she just like plain old angry at Dimitri in this scene? I think it's the fight because there's like the shrubs in the back. Okay, tell me if you know. So again, that's the back of the card. This is the front over here. And this is from, not the opera scene, but before they go have their day in Paris. Oh, let me get situated. Okay, so before they have the Paris song, when they visit, what's her name? I want to say Vivian, but I don't think that's it. And that's Vlad, maybe that was his name. His girlfriend, I suppose. And they, oh, that was another thing that was really cool in this whole Paris scenery, which was not my favorite song growing up. I did not like the song. And I don't think I really liked their outfits either, but I love the scenery, all of the scenery that goes into that. Especially, there's like a dancing scene. It just has like cute little like can-can dancers, and I'm like, oh, they should have been in the movie more. They were cute. They're just like the kind of animation I like. So those would be cool. Now I'm trying to see if this would be considered a special card, because you can see it has like a foil stamped on it. These gold edges are reflective. Let me take a closer look. Okay, I'm really not sure if this would be considered a special card. It appears to have a gold edge, but honestly, it's kind of, when I look really close, kind of just a gold color detail, and it's glossed with the same finish as the rest of the card. So I have to say I'm not exactly sure on that one. I might have to call in the support team there. But it is a cool card, young Anastasia, and then here we also have young Anastasia receiving her magical jewelry box, which I think was another item that was 3D now that I'm seeing it. And also her little dress here has the same dazzling effect, I believe, as her crown does later in the movie. Also, I love how every card is like stamped with the golden Anastasia seal. And look at that gorgeous scenery in the back. Okay, I did have to have my husband check in on that. He's such a trooper with me to see if this was a special card, and it is one of the types of special cards. So I believe there are 3. The first is a puzzle card. So this is one of 6 that fit together to make the scene, as we can clearly see on the back also. But that makes me curious, because that other one on the back was for sure a scene to connect also. But anyways, there's those. Then we have, okay, so then we have some die cut character cards. So I haven't seen those yet, but I have to imagine that maybe they're cut out around the character. Maybe there's an empty space that you can remove, something like that. Or maybe it's just kind of a raised card or a card with shapes cut out of it. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm excited. And the last one is my favorite type of card, the lenticular cards. So you saw me open those and luckily get some in the Hunchback collection and in the Pocahontas collection. So we'll see if I get them in this collection. That would be so exciting. Okay, so we did see that card, and we have Anastasia again with her beautiful crown, but this is really dark nighttime scenery, which actually looks really gorgeous. Everything is a little more muted and neutral there. And then in the back we have that really kind of more spooky garden or maze that was behind her in that scene. Okay, let's go ahead and open Anastasia. See, did I open a pack that looked like this in the beginning? I just like totally can't remember. Now they're all starting to look familiar. Okay, so, oh, see, what is this, the front? Okay, so we've got Bartok here with the little relic, the little magic relic, and this whole turmoil scene around him is like the underworld where Rasputin is. Okay, and then on the back here, I believe that this might piece together because we've got a missing face here, but these are those demons I was talking about. Look at that. Isn't that just so cool? I feel like that's very 90s, like the Goosebumps glow, you know? And here we have a full scene of a bunch of them. And it looks like this is when they're picking the lock to get in, I would guess, to get into their cabin on the train where they're sleeping. That's my guess. Now, I might be wrong about that. Let me know if you know where it is from. And then we've got Rasputin, and this is the part that makes me think it's wrong, because this is Rasputin from the first scene of the movie where everybody's having the family party, and then he comes in very much like Maleficent and curses everybody. Okay, and then here again we have just Rasputin's angry face. Really awesome lighting effect. I feel like they always did really cool extreme lighting effect with him. Everything always looked very like dark, very sinister and neon. His song, that In the Dark of the Night one, that is one of my favorite scenes. It has everything. It has the dramatic lighting, it has cool scenery, it has cool music, and there it is. And there's all the little bugs singing with him. And this is what I'm talking about, like this kind of detailed, dark, kind of mystical scenery is just super, super unique to this movie. I love it. Okay, so here we have Anastasia outside of the train station, I believe, when she's first getting to Paris. No, she's trying to get to Paris. And this lady just lets her know that she wants to look for Dimitri. And she's like, but you didn't hear it from me. And that's Anastasia's little sneaky face that we've got there. And look, on the back we've got her discovering the palace all empty. And I believe that this is when she's singing. Oh, this is one of my favorite details, by the way. Just one of the things I noticed upon watching the movie. When she's singing this song, she takes off both of her gloves and throws them on the floor. Right here at this certain... There's like, this is like a mirrored room, so this like stairway, there's one on this side too. So that's where she is. And throughout the entire whole like scene of that movie, because then she gets kind of crashed in on from Dimitri and Vlad, that's his name, right? You know, this guy. And then they have the whole back and forth about the plan and if she's going to go with them and blah, blah, blah. Every single time they show that area in the castle, no matter how much later it is, her gloves are still on the floor. Okay, that might have been super boring to you, but it was like crazy interesting to me. Like, I feel like I've never seen that dedication to detail. And then here we've got Dimitri talking to Anastasia's grandmother. Very serious faces on both of them. And I believe that's when he was supposed to collect his reward at the end of the movie. But he decides to be a good guy instead. Which, by the way, is he though? Like, why? I mean, not is he, but why can't he have his money? He earned it. Like, he genuinely brought her home. So that's just me. I was like, take the money. But he doesn't. He leaves without it. Let's go ahead and open Rasputin, and how fitting we have these green goblin guys inside to greet us. Oh, actually that was the relic. So let's try to do this one facing the correct way. We've got Bartok getting smushed to bits here by Rasputin, and in the back we've got the In the Dark of the Night song that I love so much. And here is arguably the coolest scene in the whole movie, where the demons disguised as butterflies lead Anastasia into, or try to lead Anastasia overboard and into the sea. It looks like we have like Dimitri. Is that Dimitri's? No, it's just a blanket, because this is where Vlad is sleeping, right? Yeah, Anastasia sleeps on the bottom, Vlad sleeps on the top. Well, okay, so is that like a foot? That would be so funny, but it might just be a little blanket. Ooh, these cards are trying to stick together and they're not allowed. And that is the back of that card. And here we have the resolution after Dimitri saves her from overboard. Well, I believe it's that scene, but this is a really sad time, a really scary time for Anastasia, but like, look, he looks so happy. I mean, I know they're hugging, but like, that was a sad time. And then, oh man, in the back here, we've definitely got that scene where she was going to go overboard, and look, the demon has grown to like this really intimidating, scary size. Very cool. Both of them beautiful artwork. I love how we're getting double artwork here. Oh, and this one's really cool. So we've got Anastasia recounting her memories with the grandma holding onto her necklace, but in the background here, we see her grandmother's reaction to her story. Really gorgeous artwork, especially in still form. I definitely did not notice that in the movie. And see, this is the work that people put in, that it makes it so nice to have this like in a still version on a card, because then you do get to appreciate those types of things. And here we have the beautiful room that they were staying in. Oh gosh. Okay, we've got Rasputin here. This is, I didn't even think about this being in here. This is one of the scenes where he's falling apart. Now I barely can stand to look at it, so I'm going to move on, but his lips have come out of their... Ooh, let's just move on. It's got the relic in the back here. Really beautiful. And let's look at my favorite one last. We've got Princess Anastasia. By the way, beautiful gown. I know in my first one I mistakenly stated that this was a Disney collection, and it's totally not. Although, don't they own it now? And like, yeah, I said that. I thought that was the case before. I thought they had bought it specifically, but either way, it's Fox, and my husband pointed out to me that Disney owns Fox now, so right, don't they own it? In which case, Anastasia's a Disney princess, and in which case, we need more stuff of her. Her dress is one of the most unique, beautiful dresses, and I mean, that makes sense because it wasn't Disney, so it wasn't so similar to the others and how they were animated. Beautiful scenery here. So this is when she is imagining, or kind of remembering, kind of imagining being a princess, and her dress was glowing and gorgeous. However, at the end of the movie, she does get to wear that dress in real life. We've got Bartok spying. A beautiful touch with the candle here, melting onto the old architecture and all of our webbing. See, I love the scenery that they have created, even in the dark parts of the movie. And again, we've got that relic here in the back. Different scene, different like view though. Really pretty. We've got Rasputin being covered by the sand and also losing his relic. So that was in the beginning of the movie. Oh, and look at that beautiful scenery. Really sweet. I loved how they did all of the snow here. And we have Dimitri. This is in the scene where he's climbing the train, trying to stop it from running off of the tracks with them or crashing with them. And then we're just gonna end on this random guy. This is the first like random card we've gotten, which is pretty good statistics. We'll see how this box continues. But this is from the Have You Heard There's some rumor in St. Petersburg, that song. That's what they're performing right here in the beginning of the movie. And we've got a couple of dance moves on our card. Pretty cool. Okay, so that was super fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like and subscribe because we do a lot of like 90s and retro openings and fun stuff here. So if you enjoy watching that, then I will enjoy making it for you. All right, have a good day. Goodbye.